Alright, more functions of functions. This is a trinomial, and I say that because it's 7 times something squared minus 4 times something minus 3, which is the general idea for a quadratic, but it's certainly hard to interpret it when it's written like this. So, again, I'm going to suppress the part that's complicating it. Everywhere that there's x minus 3 written right now, I'm going to call that, I'll call it b for binomial. Doesn't really matter what letter you use. But when you rewrite this, then you get 7 times the binomial squared minus 4 times the binomial minus 3, right? X minus 3 squared turned into this. X minus 3 here turned into this. Now that that clutter is out of the way, it's easier to look at this and see that it's a trinomial and that we need to do decomposition to factor it. Its middle coefficient is minus 4. The first times the last coefficients give 7 times negative 3 is negative 21. So we need two numbers which add up to minus 4 and multiply to negative 21. Minus 7 and 3, I think it is. Add up to this, multiply to this. So when we rewrite, it's 7b squared on the front, minus 3 on the back, and in the middle we go minus 7b plus 3b. These two terms take the place of the negative 4b up here. So now we can factor by grouping two terms at once. From these first two terms you can take out 7b, which leaves you with b minus 1. For the next two terms you can just take out a 3, which leaves you with b minus 1. And so when this is factored, you take out the common factor b minus 1, and you're left with 7b plus 3. Now, remember, b is not our variable. B is standing in for x minus 3, and now we have to put that back. So our actually finished version is going to be the binomial minus 1, and then 7 times the binomial plus 3. One more line to clean it up. X minus 3 minus 1 makes minus 4. And here we get 7x minus 21 plus 3 would make a total of minus 18. And there we're finally finished. Here, same trick should work again. You can see we've got a plus 4 squared, and then a plus 4 to the first power, and then no a plus 4s whatsoever. So, same idea, we'll say a plus 4 is our binomial. A plus 4 will now have b standing in for it. So, this now reads 9 times the binomial squared plus the binomial minus 10. That has a middle coefficient of 1. The first times the last coefficients is 9 times negative 10 is negative 90. So we need two numbers which add up to 1 and multiply to negative 90. I believe 10 and negative 9 is the answer. So 9b squared and minus 10, no changes there. And then in the middle we have 10b minus 9b. These two make b, so we've replaced b with a more complicated way of saying b again. So, now, factor by grouping, we do these two at a time. The common factor in these first two terms is b. Take that out and you're left with 9b plus 10. Common factor in the next two is, well, we can take out a negative and that's basically it, so negative 1. And that leaves us with 9b plus 10. Pull out 9b plus 10, that's our common factor. And with it gone, we're left with b minus 1, that piece and that piece. And finally, b is actually our binomial, so where b was, we should in fact be writing a plus 4. So 9b plus 10, and then b minus 1. Last bit of cleanup. 9a. 9 times 4 is 36, plus 10 is 46. And then we get a and 4 minus 1. And there we go.